YouTube, it's Boost Tech here, and I'm back with another video, and this time I'm going to be reviewing the JVC fm1 pocket camcorder in obviously the blue color. So it has a 2-inch screen, as you might be able to identify. It's made out of an ABS plastic, so it's quite durable compared to the Kodak ZI8 or ZI6 that was competing against it. So if we turn it round, as you can see, you have the camera on the left hand side, or my right. It's HD. I'll get more into that. You can see the JVC logo there, and it's got this kind of glossy finish to it. But although it looks a bit cheap and small, it is quite a durable camcorder in comparison with the Kodak ZI6 and ZI8. So that's the power button there. I'll turn it on in a second. You've got your button where you're able to scroll between your photos and videos, the delete button, I think this is the multi-view button, and the switch between the camera and camcorder. And then you have your directional buttons in the middle, and the center button is what you press to record. Now if we look at some of the external parts of the camcorder, so if we start from the bottom, as you can see, this is the universal screwing where you can place the camcorder on a tripod. If we have a look on this side, we have the macro switch. So you'll see a black dot which is there, that tells you that it's off, and then when you switch it to macro mode, you get a little flower symbol. What the macro mode basically allows you to do, basically lets you zoom into a image, and that image becomes sharper and the background around it becomes blurred, so all your basically image quality is focused on that one image. So if we look on the top, there isn't really anything on the top, and as you can see from the side, you have the AV input, and then you have the HDMI, which is very surprising to find on these smaller pocket camcorders, and you have your USB adapter. Then on the bottom, because these are different to the flip minos which come with the built-in memory, this is even better because you get an external memory card which is found under there. At the moment I've got a 16GB card in there, but this can go all the way up to 32GB, which is very good. So although the screen is small, it's bigger than what you'll find in Flip Mino, which they have like 1.5-inch screens, but it's not as big as the Kodak ZI8, which has like a 3-inch screen. So that's a bit of a disadvantage. So, but anyway, if you go ahead and turn it on, and you'll get the green light. As you can see, at the moment I've got it in 720p mode, and if we go left, that's VGA. That's QVGA, that just gives it a bit more quality, and then you have 1080p. Now the thing about the 1080p is that it's only in 30 frames per second. It's alright if you're going to be uploading to YouTube because it will be restricted to 30 frames per second anyway. But when you're recording live motion, I'll do a separate video on frames per second anyway. When you're recording a lot of motion, you tend to get a lot of blur. So if you're going to be doing something with a lot of motion, your best bet is 720p at 60 frames per second, which although give you a slightly decreased image quality, you'll get more frames per second, which is probably what you'll want on a high moving image. So if we go to switch it to camera mode, as you can see, you have 8 megapixels, 5 megapixels, and 2 megapixels, and VGA again. So that's what you basically have with your camera. There's no flash to this, unfortunately, so you're going to be it's not going to give you good quality images in dark conditions, but in daylight conditions the actual quality is fantastic for these cheaper pocket camcorders. They're fantastic, they're easy to slide in your pocket, and they're very portable. So to zoom in and out, all you got to do is press the up button on the directional keys, and to come back or to zoom out to get a wide angle view out of telephoto, you press it down, and it's just the left and right to cycle between image or video quality. So anyway, these are relatively cheap now, since this one in particular is quite cheap now, since it's the older model. The I think it's the FM2 is out now. So if you want to get the FM1, it'll be a lot cheaper, and there isn't really much difference to it between the two. However, I noticed something about the JVC and what it has. It has the quality of sound when playing it back on the device isn't too good, since the speaker is, I think it's on this side here, it is, the speaker's there, and basically when you put it on high volumes it's slightly louder, but you get a load of feedback on it, so that's not too good. So you're better off playing it on the computer or the TV to get good sound quality. Whereas I know the ZI-8 from Kodak has got an external microphone that you can use to get better sound quality, rather than the small microphone that's situated right at the bottom of the device right there. So anyway guys, this has been Bruce Tech here. Thank you for watching, and this has been a review of the Kodak FM1, and thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and have a pleasant day. Bye for now.